Got a very special figure here, the Bruce Wayne figure from the 1990 Dark Knight collection. This particular one is in the packaging for Batman Returns. Not originally in the first wave, the 1989 Batman movie, but later it was added. So it did start in this first line. This will be a good bridge when we move on to the actual Batman Returns figures. But this was still released as the Dark Knight collection originally, sometimes called Quick Change Batman. He has quick change armor. I'd probably argue that this packaging for the Batman Returns is better because you get cartoon Michael Keaton on the cover. The looks absolutely hilarious. Someone drew this for the toy packaging. But really this is kind of the cooler packaging, but it did come in that older packaging previously. But it's just a Bruce Wayne kind of Michael Keaton action figure that you can put the bat costume on, so you can kind of be both. So we'll open this up and talk about its features here. Rip this puppy open. Yeah, lots of stuff in here. So first of all, the Bruce Wayne figure. Lots of black so that when you kind of put all the Batman pieces on it, it's going to be a little more seamless. That's why he's in the weird turtleneck, so that he wouldn't have an exposed neck with all the Batman costume stuff on. But kind of a likeness for Michael Keaton in the first two Batman movies that these toys are about. He's just kind of a 5-point figure there. We've got painted on skin tone for the hands, versus probably the head is all molded in that skin tone. I was always weirded out by his like red patch here. I thought it was like a lifeline kind of blip or something. Like he was checking his vitals in the suit, but it's just kind of a scribbly Batman logo on there. Nothing else really on there. But of course the cool part is all the pieces he comes with. The Batcave communicator little piece. Some kind of like radio cell phone-y kind of thing. And it had this little clicky wheel here. This is like the first what do you call them, like a fidget toy or something, or the satisfying, like the pop. It just had that sound it would make. I don't know if that was supposed to be like static or something, but they threw a feature on it there. He can hold this device when he's just Bruce Wayne. I guess he's trying to listen in, maybe police radio, see when there's trouble, so he can change into Batman. So just kind of an extra thing. He can't hold it once you get all the Batman stuff on, so that's just for when he's Bruce Wayne. Hello? But then he has all these pieces. Turn into Batman. We've got the chest piece that just has like a belt loop. The boots, which just kind of wrap around his foot to be put on. You can just kind of stick it down in there and it just wraps around the foot. Same kind of thing for like the glove pieces. They kind of have a little flap there to give way so that he can slip that on, kind of get a bat gauntlet on there. But the other hand permanently has a batarang inside. So I was always kind of on the fence on that one, if it was cool or not, because it's not like he could throw it. It's permanently in there. Looks kind of cool, but really he probably should have just had standard hands for this little deal. And then the coolest piece. Kind of his bat cowl, and it had the cape attached. I used to just kind of play with this with other toys. He was like a weird ghost or something. Ooh! We can suit up the Bruce Wayne figure. This piece will kind of cover his weird shirt there. But again, it fits fairly tight, but still a little strange there. The boots, there might be a little bit of left and right, but I don't really know. So these were pretty useless for the appearance. I mean, what's the difference in the appearance really compared to his normal foot? But they were there. But here he just kind of has the bare hands. So the kind of bat gauntlet with the little blades there do kind of help transform a little bit. Plus the batarang on the other hand. Got like big, he's kind of like, come at me. But then here's where the costume completes with the cowl. But as you can see, once we really transform him, it's a little big. He looks a little goofy with it on there. A little big-headed in a way. But it was a cool idea that you could have the Bruce Wayne kind of dress up as Batman with his accessories. Him as a Batman figure, not that great. But like, what a feature when he suits up. And then you can kind of have, you know, helmetless Batman in a way. So it is a pretty cool look that way, that he's just kind of like without. But if you just kind of compare the other like standard Batman, just really no comparison of which one is kind of looking better as a Batman figure. This is very strange in appearance. But for playing around, definitely cool. Would have been kind of hard just to sell the Bruce Wayne figure, but I always enjoyed having it as a kid, because I would have the Bruce Wayne, he could be up to something and have to swap out to the Batman. Especially since he had all the other colored suits, and to have the reason to be switching. It's like, oh, I know what I need for this mission, so I switch into which Batman you want to be. But where this figure really shined was with the Wayne Manor playset. This was released in that first wave where the monitors had like the Joker and stuff on them, so it was themed to that first movie. This is the Batman Returns Wayne Manor set, but it was pretty similarly colored and the same designs and everything. I'll go over this whole playset at some point, but the feature here of this one was, or at least one of the features was this little change chamber where you had the bat suit here and also no bat suit. And I've kind of lent this out to some kids to play with, so the straps are kind of broke, but I think we can still get away with using it. You would put a Batman figure inside here. So there he is in the bat suit. The best part was you could take this Bruce Wayne figure, instead of using the change armor that looked a little goofy, strap him in here. So we have the Bruce Wayne in there, he's got the bat suit in there with him. Close the door. And he's Batman now! Whoa! There's a quick change for you. Of course, this is just like a turning mechanism. Turn it around. Oh my gosh, the secret is revealed. Is Bruce Wayne. But it was cool, you could close the door and kind of get the change thing going there. Pretty cool. Here's the bat pewter. I'd say that was probably the better use of this figure when it came out, the Bruce Wayne action figure. You could use it with the playset. I mean, you kind of had to have it, otherwise it didn't make sense with the turnaround. So it was definitely intended to use with this playset. And if you didn't have the playset, you could put on the wacky armor bits. It did have this little storage tray spot, kind of too small for some of the weapon accessories that some of the other figures have. But it might be the right size to put his quick change armor in there. Since I had this as a kid, but I kind of lost some of the armor parts. You can see kind of paint wear from playing around and stuff. But got myself a new one, so I could have all the quick change armor pieces. And I've been finishing my collection of all these Batman figures of this time period. So get subscribed if you want to see more of those. Check out the playlist. We'll have all the figures there, and they also open all my other retro collectibles here as well and do videos about them. So you'll probably find something nostalgic or cool, or learn something about the action figure history of this time period if you stick around this channel. So I definitely hope to see you in the next video.